And we are here today to call on Governor LePage to stop making excuses to deny and to delay health care to tens of thousands of hardworking Mainers, including nearly 3,000 veterans. So many Mainers, regardless of political party, agree that Maine should accept these federal health care dollars to cover more Maine families. Poll after poll shows that Maine people support expanding Medicaid, and many are angry that Republican lawmakers didn't stand up to LePage to support critical health care.
The governor continues to vilify people who have no other choice but to turn to Medicaid or Medicare for their health care. And perhaps it's because they're too ill to work a full day, or perhaps even though they do work and work hard, they're working at more than one job and their employer doesn't offer them health insurance. Maybe they're a veteran who needs more care on top of what VA offers.
We have all experienced or know a family member or a friend or a neighbor who has struggled with mounting health care bills. And in January, unfortunately, more Mainers are going to struggle. Tom Potasic, who I mentioned earlier, will lose his coverage along with nearly 25,000 other Mainers, including nearly 15,000 parents whose children depend on them to go to work every day. In addition, Maine will lose out on $700,000 per day. That's $500 a minute, and that adds up to be $256 million a year.
Well, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. When somebody says that, this is going to actually make money for the state, coming from the federal government, our federal government, which is now $17 trillion in debt, I'm really concerned that, quite frankly, that we're seeing promises that can't be kept. I think it's interesting that here we are talking about Medicaid expansion when, quite frankly, Medicaid expansion, which happened back about a decade ago, is really what caused us to be in a decade of really deficits that we're now just finally paying off, and so I find that ironic.